Hey Duelists, YugiohProShop here, coming at you with yet another epic video. Today's video is going to be another one, part 2 of the epic mail hauls. And this right here is going to be an amazing journey of nostalgia. We're basically going to take you back to the beginning, back to 1997 where this all started, even down to, I don't want to spoil it, but you'll see, trust me. So before we get into it, as always, please like this video if you enjoy my content and hit that subscribe button to join the League of Duelists. All right, without further ado, I'd love to show you this collection, so let's get into it. Also, the format's a little different because it is in a binder, so I had to, reposition some stuff. I'm actually gonna start kind of in the middle because the holos are at front. So I want to kind of flip through the commons and the rares, and then we're going to go back to the front of the binder where I'll showcase all the amazing holos. All right guys, we're back. As you can see, already starting off with some beautiful epic cards from LOB. You got the Headless Knight, love that guy. Keep in mind too, this gentleman that I bought this from stopped playing the game and collecting in like 05 and 06. So there are no reprints here. Everything is OG print. There are tons of first editions. Everything's in beautiful shape, and it's just an amazing collection. So let's keep going. Got some more LOBs here. Hitsomi Giant, love that guy. Monster Egg, Master and Expert, that's really cool. Illusionist Faceless Mage, that's a really cool guy. And Sword Stalker is also really cool. Overdrive, I used to love that card when I was a kid. So all original printings. This is crazy. That's really cool. Red Archery Girl, so the original before she became Toon Mermaid. Wow. Now most of these are unlimited for the commons. There's gonna be a really good amount of first editions, but there's oh, look at that. Shout out to Ruxin34, Pequeño Moth. That's $1 million card right there, guys. Already made our money back and then some. Oni Tank T34, that's really cool. I always thought he kind of looked like some sort of anime character, an anime tank. Turtle Tiger. So it looks like we're still mostly in the LOBs. And there is some structure deck stuff, so I had to go back because Arabi was first ed, so I was like, wait a minute. And Rogue Doll was first ed, but those are from Structure Deck, or Starter Deck Pegasus, I believe. Check that out. That's actually kind of valuable now, Harpy's brother, because I think they changed his name or something like that, so people are freaking out and they want his original printing now. So cool. Skull Servant, an original Skull Servant. So we got our first rare over here, Spirit of the Harp. It's a really good rare. Super cool. I really hope you guys are getting a good shot of this. I'm trying. It's tough. It's a really thick binder. Darkfire Soldier 1 and 2, that's cool. Sagi. Nice. Science Soldier's cool. I think I'm just gonna go a little bit faster just because I think I'm underestimating how many pages there are, honestly. But look at this, there's some first editions. Wow, first edition LONs, Labyrinth of Nightmares. A few of those. Beautiful. Original Harpy Lady. I didn't even notice this the first time I looked through. That's a keeper. Uncensored. Just gonna put that off to the side for for research purposes. Thousand Eyes Idol, that's really cool. Toon Alligator, also from Starter Deck Pegasus. Our second rare, Giant Soldier of Stone. And then some more first eds. Did I just see McDonald's packs? Wow. McDonald Pack 1 Commons, check that out. Frog the Jam. Yoranzo, shout out to Dungeon Duel Monsters. Can't think of his name right now. It might come to me, I don't really know. Look at all these first eds. These are all from Pharaoh's Guardian, guys. All first edition, this whole page. That's really cool. First edition Ojama Green, nice. So it looks like we hit the spells. Last Will, Upstart Goblin, that's really cool. This is such a massive collection. There's that Book of Secret Arts. So if you guys saw my second opening ever on the channel, I talked about how they errated the artwork. So now you can kind of see, this was the blue quill. So this was the original artwork of this card. First edition Infinite cards. There's original Elegant Egotist. Prohibition, that was a great card too. Monster Recovery. Shield and Sword. Wow. Nobleman of Extermination, that's a good card, good card. Fusion Gate, basically Nobleman of Crossout but for back row. The Shallow Grave, also a really good card. Emergency Provision, so we got some rares mixed in. Got a lot of first eds, these are all first eds down here, nice. Super Rejuvenation first ed, I remember for the longest time, people were begging for a reprint because there was a lot of Dragon decks running around that utilized that card. And then I think it actually got limited or banned at one point because it was just so good. Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis, first edition, guys. That's crazy. That's probably the most reputable GOAT format card. Just because that's your entire combo to get out Thousand Eyes Restrict. I mean, without that card, like, GOAT Control would not be a deck. Let's just be real. Oh my god, there's so many first eds. Like, it's crazy. There's two over there. So now we're down to traps. Yeah, so if you guys aren't interested in seeing the commons, you know, feel free to skip to the part later in the video where there's gonna be holos. But I figured, you know, I really just wanted to showcase everything because all these cards are so old, so, you know, so nostalgic. And just the amount of first editions, I mean, it's crazy. So imagine what the holos are gonna be like. Solemn Wishes, that's really cool. Royal Oppression, first edition. That used to be banned for the longest time because it was just so good. And speaking of Solemn Wishes, you got the opposite right here. Bad Reaction to Samashi. I don't know if that's how it's said, but I tried. Tornado Wall, nice. Needle Wall, Trap Dust Shoot, also a super amazing GOAT card. Needle Sealing, I mean, just in general, a lot of, you know, it was often used. Wow, so many good cards. Beautiful. Remove Brainwashing, look at the artwork on that. That's crazy. Dice Reroll. So it looks like we got some more monsters. Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts. See, Konami was always redundant. This is nothing new, people. Nothing new. Check that out. Wow. Bubonic Vermin. He's so cute, even though he has, you know, the plague on him. Wow. This is amazing. A lot of the boost up cards, it looks like he organized it. They're kind of all together. I forgot that card even existed. Rainbow Flower? Interesting. Man. The original printing on these is just so nice. Like, I feel like you just can't beat that. Obviously, we do enjoy opening our reprint packs, but like, the way these look, man, makes me want to collect all the rares and commons. I'm not going to do that, but that's a little too much bulk for me. But that's really cool. Cyberjar, Marie the Fallen One, before they changed her name, I believe. I think she became a, I don't want to say a guardian. She she merged with something. I don't really know. But they changed her name. Wow, look at these originals. Flower Wolf Original, Fusionist, Cybersaurus was a really popular instant fusion target for a while. Flame Ghost, Dark Flare, nice. Alright guys, so we made it through the commons and some of the rares. I know that was a lot. I hope you enjoyed it though. I mean, these cards are just so old, so amazing, in such good condition. You know, it's just, you don't see this every day. Even the binder is just crazy, right? I also wanted to show you that he had all the original sleeves. So these are from 1996. Okay, so he had them in black, he had them in green, he had them in the silver. Before I open this, I'd like to remind you guys that if you are enjoying it, please like the video and hit that subscribe button for more amazing content. Without further ado, let's get into this. All right guys, so we're back. As you can see, I have two piles here. I went ahead and I took out all the holographics from the binder just because it'll be a lot easier to display them and show them to you guys. It's also easier on me because I had to be, you know, standing up and holding the binder, which it's a really thick binder. So, you know, the shoulders are getting a little tired after a while. You guys seem to like the way I showed you my brother's collection, which did not include a binder. So I figured let me go ahead and do that with the holos. That way we can get a really good look at these because there's just so many beautiful and nostalgic pieces in this collection right here. So we're gonna get into it. The order is a little out of whack, but he did have them organized mostly by set. So you're gonna see like LLB together, MRD together, etc. But it probably got a little out of whack. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a few at a time and we're gonna get this ball rolling. And we're gonna start very strong with Yugioh, this beautiful original Yugioh set. Lovely. That's a way to start the collection, eh? We got Curse of Dragon, Gaia the Fierce Knight, Gaia the Dragon Champion. Unfortunately, these are all unlimited because first edition prices are just insane. We got Flame Swordsman, Red Eyes Black Dragon, Blue Eyes White Dragon from BPT3. Any lines or dirt or anything like that you see is gonna be on the sleeves. Celtic Guardian, Maneater Bug, Armed Ninja, Trap Hole, Polymerization, Near Mint Magic. That's really cool. Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, and now we're kind of getting into the MRD, it looks like. So we got Suijin, Kaijin, Sanga, and of course, Gate Guardian. Look at that bad boy. Wow. Thousand Dragon. So this is another really cool part about his collection. He actually has quite a few reverse foils, which is crazy. We have Harpy Lady Sisters, Princess of Tsurugi. Super cool card. Inflict 500 points of direct damage to your opponent's life points for each magic and trap card your opponent has on the field. That's pretty good actually, because especially back in the day, you would set a lot of cards down. So you can easily do 1,500 to 2,500 points of damage. That's pretty good. Great Moth, Garnecia, Feral Dragon. Check that out. MRD Ultra Rare Barrel Dragon, Time Wizard. Beautiful. Tribute to the Doomed, Karibo, Horn of Heaven, one of the best cards ever. Look at that. Solemn Judgment, first edition. A little faded too, that's incredible. Wow. And then of course, Summon Skull, also got a nice little fade on him. That's beautiful. Mask of Darkness, Magician of Faith, OG print. Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, Relinquished from MRL, as well as Black Illusion Ritual, Catapult Turtle, Black Skull Dragon. The staining is on the sleeve for that guy. Messenger of Peace. Wow. Manga Ryu Ryan. One of the only monsters without Toon in the name. Toon Summon Skull, speaking of Toons, and Toon Mermaid, and Toon Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. Look at that. MRL too. That's beautiful. Toon World. MRL. Painful Choice, Black Pendant, Megamorph, Confiscation, Delinquent Duo, Part of the Holy Trinity for GOAT decks. Must play. Giant Trunade, Spellbinding Circle, Banisher of the Light, Grave Robber, first edition. That's super cool. If only we had his anime effect. One of the best rares. I love this rare so much. I have no idea how to say it though. I used to know how to say it, I forgot. Imperial Order, first edition. Check that out. Serpent Knight Dragon. That's awesome. Hayabushi Knight. Hero Shadow Nimble. Buster Blader. Buster Blader. PSV. Even unlimited, these guys are pretty difficult to find near mint for OG print. Parasite, Invader of the Throne, Legendary Fisherman, first edition. That's beautiful. Forceful Sentry, Mahavalo, Magical Hats. So it looks like we're going from MRL to PSV. Thousand Eyes Restrict. Imagine if that was first ed. That would be really, I mean, it's still amazing. Backup Soldier, first edition. Jinzo. So I actually didn't realize this, but this is a reverse foil Jinzo, guys. That's amazing. Probably the best you can get from, aside from having a first edition, is having a reverse foil. Wow. Wow. Mirror Wall, Michizuri. That's a great trap card. I think that's pretty popular in the speed duels. Ceasefire, Dust Tornado, first edition. That's really nice. Chain Destruction, Magic Drain, Beast of Talwar. Oh, the Destiny board, which I believe in the OCG it spells out death. And for us, we got Final. Nobleman of Crossout, a GOAT staple, first edition. Wow. Mask of Dispel, Fairy Meteor Crush, Limiter Removal, first ed. Mask of Restrict, Mask of the Accursed, Kaiku, it's a good GOAT card as well. Dark Necrofear, Revival Jam, wow. Ryuku Field, first ed, that's awesome. Dark Spirit of the Silent, Card of Safe Return, Royal Command, first edition. Defusion, Blast with Chain, Drop Off, Last Turn, Bottomless Trap, first ed. YugiohProShop, one of my personal favorite GOAT little mini boss monsters, so to speak. That draw one is just too good. Jar of Greed, The Last Warrior from Another Planet. Wow. The Masked Beast, and Dark Bolter the Terrible. That's awesome. Yeah, YugiohProShop, I think Book of Moon was either at 2 or 3, depending on which GOAT period you play. So to be able to flip opponent's monsters face down and then just run it over for piercing damage and draw one, like that's just too good. Way too good. Fiber Jar, unfortunately not first ed. That would have been a nice first edition card. Creature Swap, first edition. Thunder Nian Yan, Sinister Serpent, the one and only. Ultimate hand advantage. No matter what deck you play, this is literally just a free card to either discard or set or sacrifice or whatever the case is. You needed to be playing these back then. Fiend Skull Dragon, first ed. Oh, that's right. He also has some really epic game promos, so those I feel like are coming up shortly. Ryu Senshi, first ed. Dark Ruler Hades, first edition. Opticlops. Here it is. We have the cheaper DDS set right here, which I think this guy has seen a pretty nice increase in price. So that's awesome. We have the EDS game set, Exchange, Graceful Dice, Skull Dice. Oh, Asura Priest, the ultimate way to get rid of your opponent's scapegoats, first edition. Hinokagu, first ed, and Yamata Dragon, the big 3 spirit monsters from back then, aside from Tsukiyomi, of course. Now look at that. Look at this, guys. Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon. This thing, I inspected it up and down. God, I mean, this card is just so valuable nowadays. It's disgusting, honestly. And then of course, Harpy's Pet Dragon. So these right here are like some of my favorite boss monsters ever, to be honest. And they're not even that good. They're not even really playable. It's just, they're so iconic. And then of course, Metamorph. This is probably the most worn card in his collection. Definitely has a lot of edge wear, but everything else is like a solid near mint, very light play. It's just crazy. He's even got McDonald's promos, guys. We saw the commons, so can't be surprised he has the holos. Goddess of Whim, and then I can't even say that, but this guy, and Dark Piercing Light. Oof, the Magnet Warrior set right here. Wow. Of course, Blue Eyes White Dragon SDK, which for near mint, these have seen a pretty big hike as well in price. Oh my goodness, Turbo Pack rares. I think these are the only times some of these have ever been printed, so these are really cool. Really cool. Patrol Robo, White Pole, wow. And then of course, the McDonald's Pack Ultras, which have definitely seen a climb in price as well. Cosmo Queen, Millennium Shield. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Lord of D and Flute of Summoning Dragon, Card Destruction, Dark Magician, Statue of the Wicked, First Ed, Question, First Edition. Looks like we're getting into some Pharaonic Guardian. All right, we're on to our second pile. I mean, how much better can this get? This is just crazy. Reaper on the Nightmare. I just realized it said on. I always thought it said of. Reaper on the Nightmare, First Edition. That's really cool. Necro Valley, Visor Shock. Yeah, definitely for our Guardian. Trap of Board Eraser, First Ed. Mirage of Nightmare, First Ed. Gravekeeper's Chief, First Ed. Barrel Behind the Door, First Ed. And guess what? Lava Golem, First Ed. That's amazing. Fushiho Richie, First Edition. Book of Life, a great zombie card. Great Desert, First Edition. Oh my goodness. Nightmare Wheel, First Edition. One of the very few torture cards that they made. I mean, look at that. That's crazy. Helio Palmer, Rope of Life, First Edition. Check this out. The first 2 Jump promos to ever be printed. Blue Eyes White Dragon and Red Eyes Black Dragon. That's incredible. As you can see, Jump 1 and Jump 2. Amazing. Magic Jammer, that's actually seen a pretty nice jump in price as well for First Edition, but that looks to be in good shape even though it's a miscut. Harpy's Feather Duster, one of the more valuable game promos right now. Wow. Whoops. Raigeki, so we still got some LOB back here. Mystical Knight of Jackal, First Edition. MST, Guardian Sphinx, First Edition. Dark Room of Nightmare, Tri-Horn Dragon. So the second LOB was hiding all the way back here. And check that out, reverse foil. So I think if we're counting, that's number 3. Check that out. I know it's only a rare, but Spirit Reaper, I mean, come on, this guy is the GOAT of stall. Spirit Reaper, First Edition. Curse of Royal, Reckless Greed, Change of Heart. That would have been a really nice first ed, but this is in really good shape. Bazu, Dark Blade, First Ed, Graceful Charity, Witch of the Black Forest, Sangan, so many great rares, goodness. Mage Power, looks like we're getting into some Lun. Axe Raider, imagine if that was the super rare, wow, but still. Turbo Pack, sorry, Tournament Pack, nice. Twin-Headed Behemoth, First Ed, Luster Dragon, First Ed, before they changed it to Luster Dragon number 2. Magic Cylinder, there it is. I knew there was another reverse foil. I've personally never seen this in reverse foil. In person, at least. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's definitely one for the books. And for books, I mean my book. Scapegoat. Of course, you saw it. Fairy King Truesdale. Spear Dragon, First Ed. Tyrant Dragon. Dark Sage. Oof, looks like we got the Dodd set, Dawn of Destiny. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Not even in order. There we go. That's amazing. Yata Garatsu. Yata Garasu, guys. Not First Edition, but like super solid, crisp, near mint. That's amazing. Blue Eyes White Dragon. I actually forgot he had Power Chaos Kaiba. Blue Eyes White Dragon from PCK, Aqua Cores, and Seal of the Ancients. Incredible. Incredible. Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, Kaiser, Shadow. Hey, no collection is complete without the Sphinx, okay? Let's just get that right. Dark Magician Knight. Dark Magician Knight, wow. So he has the whole rod set as well. Check that out. Jeez, that's crazy. Freed the Matchless General. Injection Fairy Lily. First edition, guys. First edition. I honestly forgot about some of these. That's why I'm like a little surprised. This is crazy. Amazoness Swordwoman, Amazoness Archer, Spell Canceller, First Ed. Any MFC first editions is so valuable now, especially near mint, because the pack value is insane. For unlimited, you're probably gonna spend 40 to 50 a pack. So imagine first edition holos right now. So we got Spell Canceller, Double Spell, Tribe Infecting Virus Unlimited, Breaker Unlimited, that would have been a great first ed. But we do have XZ Tank Cannon first edition, as well as XYZs in first edition. Another Amazoness Swordwoman, Chaos Command Magician in first ed, and XYZ Dragon Cannon in first ed. That's awesome. Spell Shield, Skilled White Magician first edition, Goblin Attack Force first ed, Sasuke Samurai first ed, Obnoxious Celtic Guardian, BLS first edition, Gearfrieds, Slate Warrior and Kinetic, nice, so there's the other World Champion cards. Different Dimension Dragon, Reflect Bounder first edition from Dark Crisis, Guardian Grawl, Butterfly Dagger Elma, and Exodia Necros. So Elma's first ed, that's really cool. And Exodia Necros. Wow. All right guys, we are down to the wire. And I don't know, you might have already seen it, but this is probably my favorite there's two cards from this collection that are by far my absolute favorite, despite all this amazing, epic, old school nostalgic heat you just saw. And this is one of them. This is probably my favorite, period. Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, first edition. First edition. Wow, and this is a true near mint. I already inspected it up and down. Aside from the centering, I'd probably send it in to get graded. That's how nice it is, guys. Look at that. Wow, first edition. The first eds don't even end there. DD Designator, DD Scout Plane, first ed, Black Tyranno, Dedication Through Light and Darkness, Trap Jammer, Orca, first eds, crazy. Another Magic Cylinder, regular foil, not the reverse. Giant Rat, Invader of Darkness. This is another one I haven't seen in reverse foil often, or at all. Swords of Revealing Light, check that out. It's got a little foil shift on that. That's really cool. Blackluster Ritual, first ed, Axe of Despair, Ectoplasm, Question, another Legendary Fisherman, Air Knight Parshav, first edition. That's awesome. That's going right to the GOAT deck. Creature Swap, first edition again, so he had two of them. Fiend Mega Cyber, United We Stand, and Exiled Force, first edition. Wow. I know guys, there's a lot of heat in this collection. I told you, this is by far my favorite collection I've ever picked up. My brother had some really good stuff, like really good stuff, but you really can't beat just how much epic old school holographics are in this collection, especially in the condition they're in. So, I mean, it's just incredible. And for the Piece de la Resistance, this is by far my favorite card out of this entire collection. The best part is I did not even know that I was getting it. I saw the card in the pictures and I was like, this is a really cool card. It's obviously original printing, you know, that's awesome. But when in person, when I inspected all the cards, I was blown away. This is probably the most valuable card out of this collection. Just by virtue of how rare it is to find these in good condition. So I already cased it up because that's how epic it is. So check this out. You're probably thinking, oh, it's just the Dark Magician from LOB. Is it? It might be hard to see in this lighting, but this is a wavy print, unlimited Dark Magician. You guys are probably gonna say, what's wavy? Well, that's a topic for another video. But this is incredible. These are so hard to come by, let alone one of the big 3 monsters from LOB. Wow. I mean, just, you can see how old that looks. How vintage. That's incredible. All right, well, that's it for today's video, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. This is just absolutely probably the most insane pickup I will ever make. You know, of course, I'm always looking for collections, so they make epic videos. You guys really seem to enjoy my brother's collection, so I do plan to continue this series of mail hauls whenever we get more epic product like this. So once again, I really hope you guys enjoyed that, which if you did, make sure to hit that like button and also make sure to subscribe to join the League of Duelists. All right, this is all I got for you for today, but I'll see you again. This is YugiohProShop signing off.